With Night of Champions on the horizon, I feel like we should talk about the upcoming finals for both King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. And we're going to ask the question today of did they get the finals right? Were the two in the finals the right picks? So that is the purpose of today's video. We are going to take a look at both the men's King of the Ring final and the women's Queen of the Ring final. And we're going to ask ourselves that same question. Did WWE get the two finalists correct? Before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So we're going to be taking a look at the Queen of the Ring finals first, where we have Asuka taking on Jade Cargill. And I talked about it in my preview video for Night of Champions about how Jade Cargill throughout this entire tournament for Queen of the Ring has felt like the odds-on favorite to win it all. And when we got the starting bracket for the Queen of the Ring tournament, a lot of people were kind of surprised to see Asuka thrown on there without any mention of her return, no big build up for her return. Meanwhile, on the men's side, we had that mystery slot, which of course ended up being Jey Uso, but that's a different topic for a different day. But a lot of people were kind of upset that they kind of treated Asuka's return as this kind of just no big deal. But since she has come back, she has looked better than ever. She has that threatening presence that she did way back in NXT Black and Gold. For the first time in a long time, Asuka feels like she can be a legitimate threat to any title, to any tournament that gets held. So she is in a far, far better place than where she was as part of Damage Control and in the tag team division. So I really like where Asuka is right now, and I'm excited to see her going forward. Now, if she ends up winning the Queen of the Ring tournament, that is a big deal because, again, a lot of people, including myself, have had Jade Cargill picked to win this tournament from the very beginning. And while I do think that Jade Cargill is going to win, I would be totally on board if WWE did a complete 180 and ended up going with Asuka. Because I think having Asuka back to what we know she can be, I think her going after the title would be very, very damn interesting. Now, do I think that these were the two correct finals? And in my opinion, I think the answer is yes. When you look at everything that Asuka is doing, and when you look at the fact that a lot of people, again, including myself, have felt like this was Jade Cargill's tournament to win from the very beginning. I think when you look at it on paper, I think it's the absolute right decision. When you go back and take a look at that women's bracket for Queen of the Ring, these two ended up looking the best out of everybody that was on that bracket. So I think for the Queen of the Ring tournament, WWE actually really got the finals right. Again, when you look at everything and you look at how good Asuka is right now, and you just take a look at Jade Cargill and you just get that feeling that she's due for a big win in something like this, in a tournament like this, considering she hasn't won a Royal Rumble or a Money in the Bank, this has felt like it was Jade's to win from the very beginning. So I'm excited for this match. I'm excited to see where they go from here, whether we are going to be surprised and it's going to be Asuka, or we are not really surprised and it's going to end up being Jade Cargill. Shifting over to the King of the Ring tournament, where the finals is Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. And before I get started, as you know, if you've watched my videos before in the past, Randy Orton is my all-time favorite WWE superstar, so it really, really pains me to say this, but I think Cody Rhodes is going to win it. Again, I talked about it in my preview video for Night of Champions, but the story that they're telling, this is a match that we have been wanting to see since Cody Rhodes came back into the company. So the fact that we're finally getting this match just feels really freaking good. And the story that's being told of mentor versus student is always going to work. It has been used time and time again in WWE, time and time again in movies, time and time again in books. So the story is really good already. You have a match that people have been wanting to see for years now. Looking at all that, I think WWE also got the King of the Ring finals absolutely correct. Again, similar to what we have in the Queen of the Ring tournament, Cody Rhodes has kind of felt like the odds on favorite to win from the very beginning. We obviously have a pretty big hunch that the end goal for Cody in all of this is a rematch with John Cena. And I think that that is going to end up being the big play here for WWE is have a rematch with Cena and Cody. Another reason why I think they got the King of the Ring finals correct is Randy Orton being part of this match. Again, you have the history with Cody Rhodes, the story of mentor versus student, but you also have a certified legend in Randy Orton. And I'm curious to see how the crowd is going to react to this because it's babyface versus babyface. Now, babyface versus babyface can work. We've seen it happen just pretty recently with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Let's not forget, before that feud really started, it started out as a friendly face versus face match. So maybe we could get something similar here between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Maybe we finally get a heel Randy Orton once again. Maybe WWE throws something completely out of left field and Cody Rhodes ends up turning heel. While I don't see that happening anytime soon, I do think that that would be a very, very big twist. So, looking at both the King of the Ring tournament and the Queen of the Ring tournament, did WWE get the final two correct? In my opinion, I think they did on both. Again, when you take a look at the story going into it, how both superstars have performed throughout this tournament, and where the story could go from here after Night of Champions, I think they absolutely nailed it with the picks. And as for who's going to win, that can be a different discussion for a different day. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about the two finalists for King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. I want to hear from you guys on this one. Do you think WWE made the right decision with both the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring finals? So as always, let me know that stuff down below in the comments. And while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. It is the only link in bio for a reason, and that is because it'll take you to all of the social medias for this channel, and I do suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. And above all else, I want the X page to be a place for wrestling fans to go and talk about wrestling, especially if you're like me and you don't have a lot of people to talk to about wrestling. So if you are like me and you're looking for a group of wrestling fans to talk about wrestling with, consider swinging by Saturday when we have Night of Champions. Join in on the conversation, and maybe it's for you at the end of the day. With all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Both are free, and both really, really help out the channel a lot. And if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here. Now, as always, stay tuned for more WWE-related content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.